The Lord is saying rapid outbreak. When it begins to rapidly happen among people and eventually among nations, they are going to blame it on the environmental factors associated with this thing called meningitis. But it will be a farce. It will be a lie.
Mask mandates are coming back in many parts of the U.S. due to concerns over a so-called quademic. Experts say a combination of flu, COVID, RSV, and neurovirus after the holidays is causing a sharp increase in hospitalizations in cities such as Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago. While more people getting sick after the holidays isn't new, it's happening.
I was there with thick snow. I could have seen all of the Christmas trees in that area. He did not expand much on why he was showing me this vision, but it could potentially be that's a season where this meningitis may become unpopular or more infectious among people.
I hate to say this, but it feels like 2020 all over again. Overflowing hospitals and thousands of patients with flu-like symptoms. They're calling it a pneumonia of unknown origin. They're making it sound like it's just the flu season.
This meningitis, right, it will be wrapped up in a cold as a gift, meaning that when this cold is announced, you won't hear the term meningitis, right? Instead, you will hear a different term for this cold. This cold will have a new name. It will not be called meningitis.
Take a look at this.
It will be the underlying cause or the leading cause of many deaths, right? Mass deaths. It will also be a silent killer that is masking itself as this new cold. This cold is going to be very intelligent. Essentially, it's going to be used as it is going to be weaponized. All right, it is going to be weaponized, just like how the last cold was weaponized, right? It's going to be revolutionized and it's going to be weaponized. So it's going to be in a highly intelligent state, in a highly intelligent form of a cold.
Health officials are raising the alarm over a new virus outbreak in China, which has sparked comparisons to COVID-19. It's a type of respiratory infection which is surging across the country.
It will activate or summon meningitis, which is the cause of how many people are going to die. This next cold has potential of being a next time of many shutdowns and many times inside. Basically, the Lord went on to say that the government, and I believe that he is referring to the US government, right? The government has created this cold and will be releasing it into its nation. It is their weapon for mass control over its population.
Currently, there's no antiviral treatment or vaccine available, but remedies, we're told, are under development.
There's another deadly coming this year, right? And we already have an idea of what it could possibly be because of the situation in China. The vaccine for this virus is already made. I saw the vaccines in the vials. It was already made. He is saying that this one is more deadly than the last, and it is made, right? This is not natural. It was made in a lab. He said it was created by the elites, also known as the reptilians. This is not natural, they created this. This is something that no one has ever seen before. It all stems from a very old bacteria called meningitis. And what I saw basically were at least 8 scientists, and they were working outside of a lab. Now this lab seemed to be incognito. These scientists were dressed in white lab suits, so even they too seemed to camouflage themselves among the snow. Okay, they were testing this cold. They were doing this testing in the snow, specifically in order to test the reaction of this cold to the temperature, the environmental temperature of is coming straight from Satan to wipe out, half of the world's population. This is the type of darkness that will be upon the land of only the strong will survive. Only those who know Jesus. We can't expect to see Satan's agenda play off in this world, because it is a satanic agenda. It is a satanic attack. It is from the kingdom of darkness, and like the Lord said, the government is behind this. Okay, so the government is working with serious dark forces, right? They are working with the kingdom of darkness to play God. We might even see genocidal attacks from this new cult, geared towards a certain demographic, geared towards a certain ethnicity, geared towards a certain religion.
A virus is spreading rapidly in China and threatening to overwhelm hospitals. Now, British virus experts are calling on the Chinese authorities to disclose vital information about it amid fears that it could be spreading in the UK.
Scientists now and medical officials will be very baffled, and they will also be clueless based on what they will be seeing, because they have never seen these things before. There will be no cure for these things, mainly because the scientific research is limited when it comes to these plagues. There's no research on its effects, its diagnosis, its ailments.
We're being urged not to panic, as the vast majority of infections cause mild cold-like symptoms.
Natural remedies that we can use and that we can incorporate. He said lime, honey, turmeric, ginger. Don't get complacent with food. We must strive to eat clean. The last message the Lord gave me for this prophecy, he said, in the end days, many will fall apart from the faith, and they will perish. Ensure it is not you. Stand firm on me. I will keep you. Lord Jesus.